All right, man. Welcome to this interview, and thank you for taking the time out to talk to me.
Yeah. Same to you, man.
If you want to start out by telling me and the viewers a little bit about yourself.
My name is Haakon. I'm from Norway, Oslo. I joined the group like, is it 6, 7 weeks ago now, I think.
Hmm?
And just started off casually and slow because this is like too good to be true kind of thing. I saw the commercial on Facebook and I was like, ah. But then I did some research and looked into you guys and Googled it and stuff, and I seemed kind of legit. So I'm like, okay, I'll limp in like carefully and just see. And if it's not true, it's not true, and then turn out to be the real deal. So yeah, that's what I mean.
Sounds good, man. Have you done anything trading related for before?
No, never. So
Never.
I've
Okay,
just
so
just had like some equity fund saving stuff, but
Mhm.
nothing like hands on like this. So yeah.
Okay. And how are you finding the whole trading process? As coming in completely green, never
Oh
traded
yeah.
before.
Well, first off, you've got the basic video instructions that kind of gives you some hands-on learning just to do the base stuff, like copying your trades, which is quite nice. And then also did the advanced courses, which gives you a bit more input on how everything ties together and works out. So as soon as I did the base stuff, I started doing your copies, and that felt quite like safe-ish, even though I did do some of the rookie mistakes at first. But
Yeah.
as soon as I like shook those off, I started seeing good returns on the initial investment, and then at that point, I put some extra funds in to just get better returns. So yeah, it's
Yeah, of
quite
course,
nice.
of course. All right, man. That sounds good. What I knew it's always interesting to compare if people have been in other trading groups, but you have not yet. So,
No.
what would you say? What would you say inside Fred trading is your favorite, maybe part or two things?
Well, what I like about the group is like the community stuff and the way you
Mhm.
and Harte interact with the users. You seem like upfront, cool guys. You have like good chemistry, and if things go a bit askew with some trades, you explain why, and you inform us, and I like also the way that you do these kind of live interviews, not interviews, but the live sessions where you
Yeah.
kind of explain the back thoughts behind the leads that you put in the group. So those kind of help, and recently I've seen you also include a bit more of those graphs on the leads you send, which is quite nice because it kind of introduces us to why you're doing what you're doing as well. So it helps us learn as well if you want to try and dabble on your own, which I'm not going to do for ages. Still,
Not
because
yet, at least.
I've tried a bit, and that always ends up bad. So I don't know how you guys do it, but uh,
Yeah, trading is it's mainly about experience and gut feelings, man.
yeah.
But it's it's never going to be easy. It's always a difficult thing, but the more you do it, the more you learn. And
Yeah.
again, that's the whole thing about Fed trading. Some people just like to take the trades and are happy with that, earn a little bit of extra money. But yeah, again, man, I'm also trying to teach as many people as possible as I can to also maybe learn how to trade yourself a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, I
so
mean, as I said, like the graphs that you show and how you did the analysis on DJ30 on, was it Monday, I think,
mhm.
was this quite like helpful too, where you showed like the bigger scale and the smaller scales, and how you end up to finding the resistance areas and stuff, and then so it
I
seems
actually
kind of nice.
I actually have, now that you talk about it, I had today, this week's been quite tricky because it's
Yeah, yeah,
NFP week. And I actually had yesterday, I don't know if you were on it, but yesterday we got a 300 pip DJ30 trade. It was very nice.
yeah. I missed that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
Today
busy when it.
actually I had another 200 pip DJ30 trade, which I didn't send, which I'm very annoyed
Yeah,
about. And man, why? I might as well just show you. Why not?
yeah,
Can you see my screen now?
yeah. I can see it.
Today, you see this trade. This is the trade we took yesterday. This one right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It was a very nice 350 DJ30 trade. Today, I had another absolutely perfect DJ30 trade lined up right here.
Oh
It
yeah,
had
it's the same.
every single mark for a perfect sell. but I didn't send it because, you know, it's a tricky week. So I'm trying to be a bit careful, which I'm going to stop being now. But the reason I took this trade is obviously because you can see we have the trend line here. We have 4 marks, 1, 2, 3, 4. A trend line, you always need to have at least 2. 3 is better. Different pointers here. As here we already have 4. We also have a nice support area, which is now a resistance area right here. And when you have a trend line and a support or resistance area combining each other into a perfect circle right here, then you have a very good opportunity for a good trade. All you had to do was to wait for rejection, which we got right here from this candle. Then I was about to send it around here 70 after it rejected, which I didn't do, but this was a perfect trade as well. Just a little quick trade I would have taken today. You were interested. But yeah, man, there's always a new trade. So
I've noticed.
No worries about that.
Trouble keeping up with one of the days last week. You had like 10 or something in a short while, and it was completely chaos. I was like, put it in, and then billing, and there's another one, and then it goes back and forth to the phone. But yeah, it was a good. And that's why a really good day as well.
That's why we try to do the main channel for a little bit safer options, a bit more quiet. You know, the forex trades, some gold trades. So there's more time to get into them, and everybody can take them. And then the extra channel is very, very fast trades like this.
I quite like how little time it actually takes. It's like, even though you got loads of trades running, as soon as you've plotted them in, all you need to do is like have your phone available to see when the next action happens, and then that's another 30 seconds or so, and then you're good to go. So
exactly. Yeah, and that leads me to how long are you spending on trading every day?
Well, I'm only doing on the phone, and then I just follow the signals and popping stuff in, including doing the calculation of risk on Stinio. It's less than a minute, I think, to pop them in. It's quite fast. And obviously, it's like some of the more when you're trying to get into to swap the direction on stuff, I tend to pay a bit more attention, because sometimes you're a bit more on like get out of it because it's trending the wrong way, and but other than that, I just put away the phone and keep it visible, because you might want to keep track on what you've got running. So
exactly. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be doing another live stream.
So, that's nice. So I love those. I've caught everyone you've had so far since I joined, so I'm gonna keep on doing that. I really want to try and at some point evolve to figure stuff out myself. So
yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be having one tomorrow at New York stock market opening. That is 5:30 in Dubai, which is I think that's 3:30 then in Norwegian time.
Okay. Oh, that's doable.
That's always when I trade live, because if you trade live, you want to have high volatility, right? And the highest volatility you can have during the day is those 30 minutes when the US stock market opens. It goes so fast.
I've noticed.
That's the most fun part to trade, but also the most.
I can understand why some people say that this can easily become like an obsession. It doesn't feel that much like it for me when I'm just copying you guys, but still, the weekends, even though the market is closed, and that's normally when I indulge and have a good time, is like I feel like something's missing, because there's no signals, there's no profits, everything just kind of stops. So it's kind of an interesting turn for me, because the weekdays have been like kind of dull. It's like work and go home, eat and relax, and then in the weekends you go out and do fun stuff, and then now it's kind of at least evened out, so you got a bit more adrenaline through the week, and but then it's kind of nice as well to have the weekends off, if you want to, if not.
It is weird, because you kind of start to like the weekdays now, and before
exactly.
most people don't do that. They're like, oh, I can't wait to the weekend. Now it's the weekend, you're like, oh, I can't wait to the weekday night.
Exactly.
It's fun. It's different.
Absolutely. It gets the blood pumping. So and I've got a new favorite color now, which is blue. So
blue for profits.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Haakon, what about the big question also? You started out 6-7 weeks ago. With how much money did you start out with, and what do you know?
Yeah, and I started with 500, so a bit over the minimum, just because of the signing bonus thing. And that was a bit rocky because I did some mistakes, so I went down to about 300. But then I ironed out what I hadn't quite understood how to do the take profit stuff and split them up properly. So as soon as I figured that out, over the next couple of weeks, I went from the 300 to 700, and then I added a lot of funds. I put in 9,000 more euros, and since then, in 3 weeks, I peaked at around 4,000, but the last couple of days have been a kind of rocky, so it's down to 3,500 in plus in 3 weeks, which is still quite nice.
Still quite nice, yeah. 3,500 euros in
absolutely. So yeah, it could have been even more, but I was drunk on a holiday, and I kind of forgot about risk management one day, and then that was 1,000 of the profit straight down the drain.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I've made a new rule: no drinking and trading.
No drinking and trading, yeah. I think it brings the worst up in you when you drink and you want to trade it. It's never gonna end good.
Yeah, it's like you have no worries. You have a good couple of trades where everything goes your way, and then you do a couple of more and you forget to do risk management, and you end up risking like 10% over 2 trades.
Yeah.
Which is whoopsies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That is whoopsies. Oh
yeah.
my God.
Anyway, it doesn't really feel like a big deal because it's all part of the profits, and being with you guys and following your leads feels safe. So every time it's gone askew for me is when I've screwed up. So yeah. I know why it goes wrong, and it's not because of you guys, it's because of my own fault. So I'm just trying to do that less, and then the profit should be even better. So yeah, and this is so much better than any kind of other form of saving, because I mean the returns are absolutely ridiculous, and you get interests on interests kind of returns. So it just keeps on scaling and going bigger. So it's absolutely insanely good, in my opinion.
So that's your strategy for now, is just compounding the account and growing it bigger and bigger before.
Yeah, and I have been thinking about like adding a lot more into it, but so I don't know. I was gonna pick your brain on this. Like, what would you recommend? Because I've got quite a lot of funds available, like at my disposal. Would you recommend like doing a big deposit into the broker account, and then just doing a tighter risk management, like doing like 1% or less on everything, just to like
so I would definitely first figure out what you think is a nice profit to have, because if you already have a lot of funds available, then I don't know how much you need to live every month, but if you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna aim for $5,000 a month, then I would be like, how can I make $5,000 a month and on a 10% return maximally monthly, right? If that's possible, if you have that kind of funds, I would definitely deposit that, because you can have so much better risk management. You can, and it sounds weird, right? But the more money you have, the less risk you have.
Yeah, that was my initial thought as well. Like, put in a big chunk and then go small risk, because every trade then is like microscopic compared to the total portfolio, and the returns will be big as well. So that's kind of what I thought, but I'm not like in finance, so I'm still kind of new to this. But like, from what I've seen since I've been in the group, it does seem like the safest way to go. And I've noticed like you will get profits as long as you don't screw up the risk with your leads. It's pretty damn safe. So yeah,
I would definitely first be sure that I would be 100% happy with how everything works. You can keep a good risk management week after week after week. You don't screw up. You don't get drunk and put a trade on an account. These kind of things, you need to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. And then once you do that, and you have made profits consistently for weeks or months in a row, then I would start out by saying, okay, now maybe I can add 50 grand or 100 grand or however much a person have into the account. And then just keep it at a maximum of 1% risk per trade.
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
then
Like
that
do
which
half to 1%.
I risk 0.5% on most my trades.
Yeah.
I trade on
We
a
go-
900 to $1 million account.
Yeah, I was about to say you should have like a huge
Yeah.
amount for the account there. So you had like 100 slots on the DJ30, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well that's huge.
It is, man. It is, man. It depends. I trade mostly 0.5% per trade.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I really feel it and I can see like this is a very good trade, I knock it up to 1%, and then sometimes if I layer, maximum I do is like 1.5% of my account, which is a lot on an account that big. But
but
sure,
still.
like the bigger the account, the less risk you can make, and the more fun it is, right? Because that's just how it rolls. If you have a 100K account, it's not impossible to make 10% a month and make $10,000 a month.
Yeah, because that's kind of what I ideally, though, I can't rely on you guys going on forever, so I can't quit my job based on it. Since I still rely on you guys and your leads, but I would like to get to a point where I top my monthly salary by trades. So I've got that to do as I please with, and then like completely pay down the rest of my loans and just get rid of that, and then just have like general complete and utter financial freedom, which would be quite nice. So and I think that you guys group is one of the best ways to get there by what I've seen so far. So I just hope you guys don't retire anytime soon, because I need you.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I've been here. Fred Trading has been existing for 4 years now.
Yeah, I understand.
And I don't plan on going anywhere for the next 4 either. So so don't worry about that.
I need to learn how to do it. I need Heartace coin before you can quit. Okay, just yeah.
For sure. No, don't worry, Haakon. We're not going anywhere anytime soon, at least. It's a very stressful job to sit and send out trades for 25,000 people. There are a lot of depends on us, right? So but it's all right, man. It's all right.
I can feel your frustration through some of the messages you send when you get grief from someone who hasn't done their part correctly. So it must be quite a lot of stress from all the people coming with it.
Because dude, this is the most rewarding. This is the most rewarding job ever. But on the other hand, it's also like a double-edged sword, right? Because when it goes very well, everybody's so happy.
People love you.
You're changing my life. You're so good. And then when you have like 1 or 2 stop losses, people are like, and then someone's like risking 50% of their account on one trade. They're like, fuck you. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking? It's not my fault. You're risking 50% of your account on one trade. Oh, mate, it's fine.
I've joined your referral program, and one of my mates, he's completely batshit crazy with his risks. So he lost 1,100 euros yesterday. I was like, how the hell did you? And then I saw some of his lot sizes. I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I told him he joined 2 weeks ago. The first week was super profitable because everything was blue. And I was like, this is not normal. You can't rely on everything being blue. And then he's like gone off the rails a bit, and I've told him, if you do not stick with the program, you're gonna lose your money. And then this happens this week, and now he's realized I'll stick with the program.
Yeah,
so
man. That's how it is. That's how it is, man. Because sometimes when we have 100% win rate in a week, and it happens sometimes, which is nice. New people think, oh man, I just risk 100% of my account on every trade, and I'm gonna double it every time and do it. And you might like 10x your account, but eventually you're gonna blow it, right? If you risk everything, every single trade, it's stupid, man. But people live and learn, right? And then and then if you follow the program, then it's gonna be all right. So
luckily I did the learning on a small portfolio. So
sounds good, man. So Haakon, what is my final question to you is what is the plan with this? You talked a little bit about it, but what's the plan with this whole trading thing? What does the future hold?
It's not really that much of a specific plan for me. It's more of a, how can I best place my funds to ensure like good finance in the long run. So, and then this is absolutely so much fun to do. In addition to the returns are ridiculous if you do it right. So So that's basically it for now. I'm just I needed a hobby. This is a brilliant hobby, and you guys are fucking insanely good at what you do. I don't know how it's possible, but hats off to both of you. It's absolutely insane. I don't know how it's possible, but kudos. And thank you for letting me join in on the ride. Much appreciated. So yeah, but no real plans, just seeing money make more money.
Yeah, man. That sounds like the best plan I could think about as well.
Absolutely.
Make more money. That's how it should be. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You're just here to help all of you guys make some more money and make your lives easier. And yeah, man. Hopefully, that's gonna keep going in one direction. So
yeah. I have no doubt.
I really appreciate it. Do you have anything you want to ask me at all besides the question you already asked me?
Well, not really. I think that most is covered, and if there's anything, I'll just throw you a message on Telegram. So all good, man. All good.
All right, man. Thank you so much for talking to me, Haakon. And if you have anything, shoot me a message.
You too. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.